Hey everyone, it's Nate the Vinyl Guide, and I just got back home in Sydney from a quick trip to Los Angeles. Here's all the wrapping, the boxes that I had stuffed records in for safe passage in my checked-in luggage. But I want to show you the loot that these boxes contained. Now some of it was books as well. I did grab some books. Of course, these are very, very heavy, so hard to ship from the U.S. to Australia. I got some of Bruce Spizer's Beatles books, which are always great. You can find at Beatle.net. But let's look at the records. First, here we go. Dead Kennedy's Frankenchrist first pressing with the H.R. Giger poster. Residents, Betty Davis, OG Press of They Say I'm Different. Here's the Columbia years. I found this for a really good deal at Triangle Records in Orlando. Oh, Iggy Pop the Idiot. I did not have this one, and I found it for a very decent price over at Foundation in Orlando. Black Sabbath Paranoid, a quadraphonic version, which I didn't have. Another Residents. And I got two of these, kind of by accident, but, you know, two Iggy Pops is better than no Iggy Pops. This is a great album anyway. The Slits cut, first pressing. The Ghetto Boys, this is the original Deaf American pressing, again, found at Foundation Records in Orlando. Buckingham Nicks, found at Triangle Vinyl in Orlando. The Meters, first press, no, it's not there. But yeah, this is the first pressing of on Josie. Funkadelic, again, first pressing, here we go, on Westbound, beautiful copy. Gil Scott-Heron, Pieces of a Man, got this one at Foundation as well. You can tell by the stickers up here in the corner, and of course they worked with me on a whole stack of these, so what a fantastic store they are. Bill Evans, New Jazz Compositions. Now this is a second press. Whoop, sorry. This is a second press, but it is Deep Groove. The different cover. It had an original cover that was different. It was not a drawing, but an actual picture. That record actually goes for several $1,000s, and this is a pressing that I think was within about 12 months of that. So I'm very happy with that one. Ooh, Blue Mitchell on Blue Note. Notorious B.I.G., the Vinyl Me Please version. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, a white label promotional version. Love those. Very first pressing of Iggy Pop, Raw Power. This is the audiophile version of Serve You Right to Suffer. I love this album, one of my favorites. St. Vincent, I got this from Vinyl Me Please. Don't know much about it, but eager to learn. The Meters, Fire on the Bayou, first pressing. Another Gil Scott-Heron from Foundation in Orlando. First pressing, White Stripes. I did not have this one. I love this album, so I'm very glad to have that. More Residents. Ataxia. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's a John Frusciante solo effort, and I love all of John's work, so I'm sure I'll love this one as well. Ramones End of the Century. I think this is a promo version. There's a stamp on it somewhere. Earthless. Oh, I finally got this on vinyl, and this is a special limited one, yellow and green splatter. That one sold out really quick, so glad I snapped that one up. Here is a Betty Davis, Vinyl Me Please. And an Alice Coltrane from reissue from Vinyl Me Please. Bill Evans, Waltz for Debbie. This is a first pressing stereo, so it's got the black label on Riverside. Ooh, I had this when I was young. Picture disc of Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. And it comes with Cross-Eyed Mary on it. So very stoked. That's one of my favorite covers of all time. So yeah, that's kind of neato. Ooh, Off Live. David Bowie, Young Americans. Let 'Em Roll by Big John Patton. I got this. Oh, Sonny Rollins, a first mono pressing on Contemporary. I got this over at Freak Beat in Los Angeles, and I'm so stoked about this. It's just beautiful shape, and they did, you know, gave me a really sweet deal on it. From the blues category, I don't know a whole lot about this, but this is on the Delmark label. Piney Woods, Big Joe Williams. I also noticed J.D. Short was on it. So, yeah, it's more an experimental piece on my part. Fiona Apple Title from Vinyl Me Please. 13th Floor Elevators. This is the mono version, beautiful mono cut of this album. Ooh, one I've been looking for many years. Danzig on Deaf American. And I finally found it again at Foundation Records in Orlando, Florida. This is John Frusciante's Enclosure. Again, love his work, and so I'm sure I'll love this one too. Wire Chairs Missing. This is UK first pressing. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Chris Cornell, Higher Truth. That's his last solo album. Don't know a whole lot about it, but keen to learn. The Doors. Now, this is a mono Monarch press. Now, the Monarch mono, the early Monarch monos of this album have a different mix of the end, and you can hear a lot more cursing and stuff in the background where Jim Morrison's kind of going off his nut. So if you know what to look for, this is a bit of a collector's item. Moses Sumney, again, taking a bit of a roll of the dice here with Vinyl Me Please, but they're generally quite good. Ooh, Monster Magnet Dopes to Infinity. This has been a gap in my collection. Pleased to close that. Black Flag 3, an instrumental version, has Billy Stevenson on it, so very stoked about that. This is a white label promo Black Sabbath Paranoid with, it had the radio strip on there, but that was peeled off. Another Betty Davis, and a John Lee Hooker promotional copy of this album, which I've always enjoyed. And then, of course, the singles. I got some Damned on Stiff. Got a Flipper. And then Metropolis the Raven. And then I got John Lee Hooker's Serve You Right to Suffer, a little EP that I think was made for jukeboxes. So again, one of my favorite albums of all time, and this is just another piece of the collection that is now mine. All right, for the vinyl guide, this is Nate. All this stuff fit in 2 suitcases and was still underweight. So yeah, that's get very creative with the packing here. You can see how I use the boxes to be able to do this. I stuff the records inside bags, and then I get these FedEx boxes and then seal them on 3 sides, and then for the 4th side I have it kind of loop over like this. And then they go into the suitcase and they're fine. They don't move around, they're nice and tight. I've never had a problem, touch wood. All right, for the vinyl guide, this is Nate, and I'm going to get to enjoying some of these. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, www.thevinylguide.com, and we'll chat soon. Cheers.